Now as I'm sitting there, I meet someone. Ooh. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Baba Spark coming to you with another story time. Honestly, big up yourselves for clicking on this video. I really appreciate it. So today's story time takes me back to 2007. That's the year that I first watched The Lion King. Hands down, the best movie ever. That's right, I said what I said, and I said it. You can at me on that, okay? Come beat me, I'm at home. Actually, no, don't come beat me, because, coronavirus, social distancing, yeah. But I mean what I said. I meant what I said, okay? But for real, I really love that movie. Sincerely, I consider it to be the best movie ever. Circle of Life is like my ringtone, guys. I could miss a phone call. I actually miss a few phone calls because I'm over there going, no, because you just have to listen to the whole thing. So I'm sorry if I've missed your phone call, but just know I'm singing to my ringtone. So I was very excited at that time. So you can only imagine the type of joy that came to my mind, or to my heart, or to my chest when I heard that they were remaking the movie. Man, it was going to be so good, or at least I hoped it would be. Like, I really hoped that they would do justice to my childhood, because first time I saw that movie, the emotions that I went through. As in Disney, it should be illegal to do what you did to kids. How do you do that? Y'all literally had me weeping. I watched the movie 4 times, and every time, I'm gonna need a minute. Every time that scene where Mufasa, every time Mufasa died, man, I couldn't contain myself. So somehow part of me just really hoped that would be recreated in the new movie. So yeah, I kept looking for an opportune time to go watch it. So one of these fine days, I'm heading to the church office because we have practice for dance here. So I'm heading off to town. I tell my brother I'll be out a bit late today because we have dance practice over at the church office. So he's like, cool, good stuff, bro. See you later. So I'm heading to town, and I get my phone out and I see a message from our WhatsApp group. And the message reads, hello guys, this is to inform you that we do not have dance practice today. etc. So I'm like, wow, great, good stuff. So I'm already in town and I have literally nothing to do. Everyone is busy, everyone is preoccupied. So next best thing for me to do, I'ma just go back home. So I get to town, transfer buses, hit the road again. Now I'm on the way home, then I get a phone call this time from none other than my brother. Now my brother is like, hi, what time do you think you're going to be coming back home? And so I tell him, so slight change of plans, dance practice was cancelled, so I'm gonna be heading home now. He tells me, no, don't come back home. So I'm like, sir, what? He's like, yeah, just don't come back home. See, I had scheduled a meeting and I did not expect you to be in the house, so you can't come back home. I'm like, thanks, flesh and blood. I guess I have nowhere to go now. I asked him, what do you expect me to do? He's like, you figure it out, just don't come back home. I'm like, cool story, bro. So now I'm out here in a bus. I have literally nowhere to go. So as I'm in the bus, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Lo and behold, another bus. You know how those buses have advertising on the side of them? So this other bus drives past, and on the side, Lion King showing today. And I was like, it's Thursday. There's like a student offer at Junction. I could go there and I could watch the movie there. But I wasn't too keen on that idea because, let me ask in the comment section, how do you guys feel about going to the movies by yourself? I personally, not the biggest fan, right? But this time I have nothing else to do, so I guess I have to go. It's an idea. The Lord was speaking to me that day. He knew that one of these days I'll be preaching on the Lion King. So he works in mysterious ways. So I head over to the junction, I get my popcorn, I get my ticket, I get my glasses, I get everything ready. I'm excited for the movie. It's going to be great, I hope. Now as I'm sitting there, I meet someone. Ooh. Calm down, people. It's not that type of story. Relax.
Yeah, they had us the first half, I'm not gonna lie.
I actually ran into someone who I used to go to high school with. So she was back in the country. She came back from Canada and she also wanted to recreate her childhood. So fast forward, we go into the cinema and to my surprise, the thing is full of kids. Why are there kids? This movie came out in 1994. You weren't born. This movie was not for you. It's not for you. Anyway, so we entered, we watched the movie. It was actually really exciting. I mean, they were singing along, people were actually there and they were engaged, they were actually singing the song. And I'm there and I'm like, I didn't come to listen to you guys sing, so I'm joking. I actually also sang, sue me. It was fun. During the movie, I think they did it justice. I just believe they did it justice and I loved it. I literally loved that experience. So, man, that scene came and man, it was tough. When Scar came and he looked at Simba and he's like, Simba, what did you do? And I'm like, my chest. And Simba runs away. So Simba runs out into the wilderness and who does he run into? Timon and Pumbaa. Now these guys, this pig and whatever the Timon is, a meerkat I think, these guys really do not have the best intentions for Simba. They think to themselves, let's take advantage of him because he can protect us. He's a lion, he can be of use to us. And it got me thinking, who's your they? What sort of a question is that? It's not even grammatically correct. Give me a moment, I'll get to that. So this guys really did take advantage of Simba and I'm like, you know what? How many people do we know in our own lives that actually want to take advantage of us simply because of what we have to offer? My dad tells me sometimes you need to be very careful about the people you surround yourself with because sincerely they might be your friends but at the end of the day they just want to take advantage of you. You all need to be careful about that. People who will not treat you like the king and queen that you are, you all need to be careful about those people. You're supposed to be a king. You're supposed to be a queen. I'm talking to you. Yes, you. You're a king and you're a queen. Find people who you can place in your life that will actually treat you like that king and queen that you are. Timon and Pumbaa have Simba eating bugs. Yuck. He's a lion. He's supposed to be at the top of the food chain. He's supposed to be up there, you know, fine dining on pork and all these things. But here he is in the trenches, scavenging for bugs. What sort of friends are these that lead you there? Y'all check yourselves. If your friends are not treating you like kings and queens, they're making you live down here, not where you're supposed to be, y'all need to check your friends again. I mean, this is sad. This is sad. Up until the time when Nala shows up. Nala is the real MVP. Nala knows what she's doing. She's out here. She comes. She's about to have a buffet. Some pork ribs, some spare ribs, some, you know, that good stuff. Some of the good stuff. She's about to massacre this pig. That's the instant where she meets Simba. And during that interaction, Nala actually comes out and reminds Simba who he actually is. Reminds Simba that you're supposed to be a king. Those are the type of people you need in your life. People who will show you the way, show you you're here now, but you can still come back up here. That's where you need to be. Shout out to people like that in your life who will actually do this for you. Now, I saw something like this in the scriptures. Shout out to you, Pastor Kev, because you gave me this idea. Plug NLC, my home church, best church in the world. I saw this happen in Mark chapter 2. And the story, let me set the scene. Jesus walks in and he's in a room and the place is crowded. And these guys show up and they have this guy and he's sick and he's ill and he's on a bed. But there's no way to get to Jesus. So we get to verse 3 and it says, and they came unto him, bringing one sick of the palsy, which was born of 4. And when they could not come nigh unto him for the press, they uncovered the roof where he was, and when they had broken it up, they let down the bed wherein the sick of the palsy lay. And when Jesus saw their faith, he said unto the sick of palsy,
Son, thy sins have been forgiven.
Fast forward, Pharisees were pissed. Jesus was like,
Okay, you take your bed and walk.
the guy was like, cool. He walked. Jesus, mic drop. So that kind of made me think about the question again. Like I started off by saying, who's your they? Because in this situation, your they is the people who will carry you when you cannot walk, who will literally scale a building so that you can encounter Jesus. I'm teaching today, aren't I? Here, literally people in your life, in your inner circle, who you can depend on to literally stand with you when you cannot stand. That's so deep. That's great. Because this brothers literally went through everything to ensure that this guy actually got his healing, his miracle. Do you have people like that in your life who will risk everything to ensure that you receive your miracle, your blessing, your healing, your whatever it is that you need? I mean, Simba had his day. Simba had Nala who was looking out for him and made sure that he realized that he was that king. This man with palsy had his day. People who literally would scale a roof for him. I have my day. Shout out to you, Gabi. Shout out to you, Kulo. Because I know these brothers. I know they're actually the people who can stand in the gap for me, who I can call 1 second and they'll pray for me, they'll pray with me, they'll fast with me. Literally, I can count on these guys. Do you have your day? Do you have people who will do all these things for you? Check your friends, people. Find out if this is the type of people that you have surrounding yourself. So that was my story time. I'm so glad you guys could stick around with me up until now. I'm gonna catch you next time for another story time. Yeah. I actually just forgot the words. I don't know, I love this motion. I'm like, thanks bro. I meant what I said, okay? That's kind of weird. Can I try that again? And home. Hey, okay, I don't know where that came from. And I said it. You can... Ouch. Never happened. Okay. Okay, I think it's done.